11th of the 1st, 25. Diary entry reading. Bloody hell, there's so much happening out in the world at the moment when I look at the work that's being done. And other stuff on Twitter. I'm addicted to Twitter, which is pissing me off. But I keep finding things on there that I'm showing other people are finding this information, and that the dam is about to the dam is about to burst, it's about to break. That the truth is going to come flooding out. The inauguration of Trump must signal some kind of move, some kind of shift in the timeline itself. Now, what do you think about Trump? Here we are in advance. He's stacked his administration with zealous Zionists, which means that when Trump takes over, Israel has won. We'll get something from him, but the doors will be very quickly closed because Israel's won. Now, Israel's already won, but what I want them to do is to show their hand, to say that we are being controlled by Israel because they have all the weapons. They have the directed energy weapon, Los Angeles fires. Blue doesn't burn because it's a blue-based laser. There's a chirality. I believe this is something like this. The energy of infinite power is the split and the wavelength between green and yellow. That's where it splits. Leve shows shear force flow with a split, with a twisting, clockwise, anti-clockwise twist. And that's green and yellow tearing apart. That's the center of where the action happens. So by green and yellow is blue. And so you have the two, you have a left hand and a right hand corrupted chiral spiral at the center of the laser, creating a blue light, and then either side of it is the power. So that it's neutral on blue. Blue just reflects. Blue reflects black up without causing any additional resonant powerful frequencies. Either side of that, by the tiniest amount, creates exponential heat, waste heat. Exponential heat is created either side of the blue, in the green and the yellow, and that's what creates all the burning. The heat, really fast heat, burns, and then it's gone. It's the only way to explain why blue wheelie bins don't melt. So that's the Israeli weapon. So I want them to show their hand and say that we are masters of the world, you do what we say, because then we know we're at war. And then so white Christians can then say, well, yes, but we have a weapon too. We have the truth. We can show them Dr. Leve's 1915 dissertation. And I can link it through into engineering and show how engineering has been corrupted by physics through that document being seeded into us at 1915, making it illegal to tell the truth. And so now we know it's existential because Israel we're the slaves, Israel are the slave masters on behalf of the demonic entities that actually run the planet. And we just go, no, we got a plan. All women ovulate together, synchronize your cycles to the moon, and go celibate. Men also, equally of course, you have to go celibate for this period while we reset the planet. Give it 6 weeks and allow 3 months in your mind, possibly. And that'll be enough. The planet will just reset. If the majority of human beings follow their natural sexual behavior, the planet will reset itself to suit, and we will have returned to the Garden of Eden. In the motion of the planet actually changing from that single choice that women make to take control in our new society of a pride of lions and a hive of bees, it's proven that Christ is the Messiah. So God allowed one immaculate child to be conceived in an Iron Age because within the Gnostic environment in which he was living, they created a sufficient blood viscosity to allow an immaculate child to be conceived. Once here, they've crossed over from where the immaculate children should be born in the correct dimension, trapped. So when we see an immaculate child is conceived, and that's what we'll be doing in future, the new society of alpha males will be exuding fertility, conscious fertility, and there'll be women who've had hymens remain sealed, which is the norm, The hymen remains sealed until the woman has had a chance to conceive an immaculate child. And so God's shown us that that's the way we do it. Now, the trouble is, Christ can't return to heaven. He's trapped here. So when they saw him rise again, yes, that was him. That was the deal he did with the devil. I'm going to show them that the eternal life is true. Immaculate conception, eternal life, live with purity of values. That's the way to run the Garden of Eden, and you can have a happy and successful lives that live forever, 10,000 years. But when he shows them, then he was taken by the devil. And this is Aslan on the table. So Christ is Aslan on the table, permanently being tortured by demonic entities. And that's been going on in terms of our time for this 2,000 years. Christ will come back and live with us again when we reset the planet. Finally, because the demonic entities will be gone and Christ will be here. So another immaculate child will be born. The first immaculate child to be born will be Christ. Finally, he can breathe a sigh of relief and come and live on a planet where he's safe and loved by everyone, by every single person on the planet. He's loved, recognized that he is the voice of God. The first immaculate child. And then more will be born and God will become manifest, manifold manifest, and will spread. Yeah, because God can allow himself now to spread amongst human beings because he can trust us. He trusts us when every single human being believes that the words of Christ are the words of God and understands that they are eternal life. You are, if you're watching this video, you live forever. This is death. This is a dream. It's real. It's real, but it's a dream. The power of God is he can dream things into reality. And the thing that he has dreamed into reality is the final solution for the Jews. Jews are going to believe in God and Christ. They are going to convert. God is looking forward to their conversion very much. So once the Jews recognize the Messiah, stop all the pornographing, stop the circumcision, the corruption of your penises in order to get erections that you can keep the blood viscosity high. That's the trick. You and Islam doing that. That stops. And there's our planet of peace. The Jews recognise that the white people managed to work you out. We're actually cleverer than you because our gift of knowledge comes from God. Yours comes from Satan. Satan can only copy. He can't create. Only God can do that. Follow the Rebel King. Diary entry over.